Hey there, internet. I found 3 news articles, and pretty much I'm just gonna pull all 3 of these together because seriously, me making a video about each one separately and me saying the exact same thing in each one, honestly, it would be redundant and it will be time consuming, and honestly, pretty much you watching 3 videos of me pretty much saying the same thing in each video pretty much would kind of come down to yeah, I'm just repeating myself. However, recently we have been getting a lot of news articles pretty much saying that like Xbox One versions of games can only reach 900p and be 30 frames per second, and the PlayStation 4 version will reach 1080p and be 60 frames per second. And pretty much this is nowhere near as or at least like the evidence has not been stronger than with the article about Thief being having the specs and Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5, and now there is a story out now about the Nvidia card which was about the new $150 Nvidia GTX 750 Ti card, which pretty much does say that, or at least like they have said that this card, it runs the game Titanfall a lot better than the Xbox One, pretty much pushing the specs up to 58 frames per second and also having 1080p. Honestly, I can understand why people people they do kind of talk about it now because a lot of people, or at least like from what they kind of have been talking about ever since they brought this this system to light, is the fact that it has had the same specs as a PlayStation 4. It pretty much it has just as much of this, it has just as much of that, and pretty much you would honestly look at it and say like, yeah, man, they both should be back to back, except for Sony should be just a little bit better because they are a little bit more well equipped for everything. And even in the PC market, which I will get into in a second, is the fact that I don't know when people really honestly started really caring about the 1080p thing, because honestly, if you are a PC gamer, you know, just like with the Nvidia graphics card thing, I mean, it's like, seriously, why honestly should you care? Because like I've seen like some videos on the internet right now about the Nvidia thing, pretty much saying like it's sad and it's pathetic that the Xbox One it can't live up to a PC peripheral. I'm like, yeah, of course it can't, because it's not a PC. It doesn't necessarily have the same specs as a PC. I mean, aside from you being able to play games on it, I mean, really, you know, there really isn't all that much you can do for it. And pretty much, even if they did honestly consider putting this in their system, it would honestly lead into a few problems of people honestly having to take their systems back or pretty much send their systems in just so that they can have this little part switched in and then have their system shipped back. It could be a big thing. And pretty much in terms of the resolution thing, I honestly don't know why people are really all this up and about it. I mean, like, it's not a next gen thing. It's not necessarily a thing like that, because honestly, if you really did care, you wouldn't buy either the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One and just buy a PC and then just upgrade it yourself. Because guess what? Having a custom built PC, it is cheaper to pretty much have that than buy an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, especially seeing as that like you can just buy a PC from buy a desktop from a store and then just upgrade it yourself. I mean, it would be cheaper and pretty much it would save you a lot of money, and pretty much you get resolutions above 1080p, and also you keep every game you have at like 60 frames per second. And honestly, if you're going to argue about that, I mean, like, we already know that the PlayStation 4 is going, man, to be better than the Xbox One. We knew that from Jump Street. Honestly, it's just a thing in which that people are just really just super hype about, because really, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, there really isn't anything else to talk about in the gaming market aside from all these games coming out. They all seem fun, and really, that's about it. I mean, really, this is kind of the only differentiating factor between the two systems. I mean, sure, if you want to go out and get like a Steam box or a PlayStation 4, it's cool. But honestly, with you keep bringing up bringing up reasons like this, even though we all know that games can go past 1080p. Really, it turns into a pointless argument. Really, all these news articles, all this stuff right here, pretty much I will, in the future, I will talk more about it, because, you know, I do have a show in which that I do talk about the gaming things, but like, realize this, is that all this stuff right here, it is a pointless argument. You can say that, yeah, I feel sorry, man, for people that. I say, yeah, man, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, PC will always be better than any console that ever comes out, because pretty much it gives you way more free range. All these consoles, pretty much the PlayStation 4 at this moment is better than the Xbox One, and the Xbox One is better than the Wii U. If you can't, you can't get by that, and pretty much you say, I don't see why people are buying it, then honestly, man, hey, people are just gonna spend their money wherever they want. You have no say on it. No one's really forcing you to get it. So hey, pretty much this is just a pointless argument. Really, I don't really care too much about it, but hey, a lot of people do, and to those people, I say, just get a PC and just shut the fuck up, because seriously, at this point, it really doesn't even matter. Alright, I'm out. What do you guys think about it? Please tell me down there in the comment section. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.